Hallo kykers en welkom by vandag se episode van Erongo Talk, julle gunsteling en hoogs betroubare aanlyn nuusbron. In die nuus bring ons vir julle 'n voorsmaakie van wat julle in môre se Erongo koerant kan verwag, Krampie se visvangverslag en ons gesels dan ook oor die weer. 'n Pensionaris van Henties Bay, Johan van Dyk, gesels met ons oor die verlies van sy bene en oor die vreugde wat 'n nuwe rolstoel vir hom bring in ons onderhoudsegment. Maar eerste op die lys is ons kalenderdag en vandag vier ons gebraaide hoenderdag. Geniet hierdie insetsel saam met ons. And now for your news. Well, Wicha Health Training Center, WHTC, officially launched the construction of its 1.6 billion Swakopmund School of Engineering, Marine Logistics and Health Sciences recently. The Swakopmund campus will be situated in the Ocean View suburb and should accommodate a minimum of 4,000 students. Rector and founding member of WHTC, Prof. Solastica Ipinge, said that the center should be commissioned by 2028. The viability of this campus is reinforced by the creation of research facilities that will enable the growth of engineering, logistics, marine and health industries. It will be a world-class facility that will facilitate the growth of Swakopmund municipality and make it an ideal town for educational and health tourism, given the exponential increase in the population of the town that the center will bring. The main architect of the high-tech center, Palestinian national Omar Zahar, principal of Dubai-based IDP engineering consultancy, called the center an award-winning design in which the elements of Namibia's natural and cultural elements were studied and incorporated to make it as aesthetically appealing to Swakopmund as possible. The WHTC groundbreaking took place exactly a month after the International University of Management had the official groundbreaking ceremony of its 42 million research, training and conference center in Swakopmund. Nou vir ietsie in Afrikaans. Die Swakopmundse buurtwag het 'n uitnodiging aan vroue langs die kus gerig om by die organisasie aan te sluit en te help om misdaad in die gemeenskap te bekamp. Die groep se tesourier, Andre van Rensburg, het gesê dat die enigste vereistes is dat diegene wat wil aansluit ouer as 18 jaar oud is, in een van die gebiede woon waarin SNW bedrywig is, 'n begrip van rekenaars het en 'n wil het om 'n verskil te maak. Die SNW is in 2011 as 'n vrywillige organisasie gestig. Elkeen wat aansluit ontvang dus geen vergoeding of toelaas vir onder meer brandstof nie. SNW het tans 107 aktiewe lede waarvan net 14 vroue is. Die organisasie se doel is om die Namibiese polisie te help met die voorkoming van misdaad. Volgens Van Rensburg het die vrouelede van die buurtwag geweldige waarde tot bedrywighede gevoeg en is hulle baie beter as die mans wanneer dit kom op die kring televisiestelsel te monitor. Die publiek kan SWN bystaan deur meer waaksaam te wees en misdade of verdacht gedrag onmiddellik aan te meld. 'n Klein bedrag kan ook geskenk word om met die organisasie se bedryfskoste te help. Vir meer inligting oor hoe om betrokke te raak, kontak vir Van Rensburg by 085 550 5999. So, gaan besoek gerus.
We have identified 40 people from our different districts, from Omaruru, Usakos, Swakopmund, and Henties Bay, that are going to benefit from these wheelchairs.
Hey. Okay, Johan, this must be quite a blessing for you to get a new wheelchair. Tell us about it. How do you feel about it?
Oh, I'm feeling blessed.
Yeah.
Because it can only happen through God.
Yeah.
That things happen to you. Because without God in your life, nothing can happen. You must trust Him for everything in your life. Because the Bible says, the Word says, ask and you will receive. Just look up to me, because I will never forsake you and leave you.
So this was obviously an answer to prayer.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because I was renting a wheelchair, and seeing that me and my wife are both pensioners, so it was a bit of a hammer on the finances. So at least now we can save a couple of rand.
Tell us a bit about your story. How did you end up losing both your legs?
2020. I came here to Henties Bay in 2012, and without realizing that I've got sugar diabetes, and that was only when I was at the doctor. Thanks, brother. The doctor informed me that I got sugar, but that was no worries to me. In 2020, my big dog, stepped on my big toe on my right hand leg and made 2 sores. And I cleaned it, disinfected it, but it was too late. Within a week, my whole foot was red. The time that I got to the doctor and everything, that sores became black, started going black. And with the treatment and everything that they gave me, it affected my whole foot. My whole foot started getting black. And within a month or 2, it started moving up on my leg. So they decided to amputate just above the foot. And by the time that they got to do the op, the doctor said, sorry, I have to operate underneath the knee, just beneath the knee. Okay, the leg was amputated, fine, everything went fine, I went home, and 11 months after that, my left leg started getting thrombosis. So the blood couldn't circulate through my leg anymore. And my whole foot, the bottom sole of my foot, fell off. This raw was completely raw. And I went to the Central Hospital with, what's this people here? And they referred me to Central Hospital because Dr. Alex here, who did my right leg, said he will refer me to Central Hospital. And that's where they operated on my leg and above the knee.
How is losing both your legs? How old are you now, if I may ask?
I'll be 66
Yeah.
in September coming.
So it's 2 years now. So it's over 60 years with both legs, suddenly losing both legs. Has that changed your life?
It has changed my life. It has changed drastically. Because, I mean, there's things that you can't do that you used to do. But that is no concern to me anymore. I'm just grateful that the Lord has spared my life. Because if it hasn't happened that the leg was amputated, I could have died.
Yeah.
But He spared my life, and I can still breathe, and I can still praise Him and worship Him.
You said happy motoring, so obviously
Yes.
you're going to have to get used to this new wheels. Huh?
But it's like a new car, so I have to ride it in.
Excellent. Mr. van Dyk, thank you so much.
Okay.
And
so
all of the
pleasure,
best. Yeah.
and God bless to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local tour operator Sandwich Harbour 4x4 saw the need to introduce a brand new 3-day excursion into the desert, calling it Shipwrecks and Diamonds. For this segment, we'll focus on the abandoned diamond settlements. Traveling all along the coastline, heading south towards Meer Bay, that's about 200 kilometers, we head inland to the first diamond mining settlement, Grillenberger. The discovery of diamonds in 1908 around Kolmanskooper resulted in an uncontrollable diamond rush, forcing the government to establish a no-entry area, the Sperrgebied, between 26 degrees south and the southern border of the country, stretching 100 kilometers inland. Now for this settlement, Grillenberger, it was home to a large machine workshop, store, a small field hospital with 20 beds, a slaughterhouse, police office and post office with a switchboard for local telephone communication. For senior employees, a hall was erected as well as storage facilities and stables. Here is a complete walk through one of the houses at the Grillenberger settlement. Grillenberger was established between the area of Conception Bay and Meer Bay, and at the time no form of engine-driven transport was available during the first 15 years. One sample of an ox wagon fitted with special wide iron bands to make transportation in sandy areas is visible just north of Grillenberger. During the first weeks of the diamond rush, diamonds were picked up by hand from the surface of the desert. But after some trial and error, the trommel sieves were introduced. They were hand operated and larger amounts of sediment could be sieved. Subsequent to the sieving, the diamond bearing gravel was hand jigged or gravitated in smaller round sieves. Not far from the diamond mining operations, the contract laborers were accommodated in A-frame huts. About 12 workers lived in a A-frame hut.
And now for your fishing report. The Stepping Stone School annual Galjoen Derby was held this past Saturday in Swakopmund. The conditions were rather flat. Galjoen actually liked more white rolling water, which made it quite tricky. Hundreds of anglers attempted to catch the big one. They fished from Palkies all the way to the Oegap River mouth. Flippy Skippers was the champion angler of the day with a massive galjoen of 2,155 kg, which he caught close to Canopy at the Watergat area. Landing a galjoen over 2 kg is not an easy feat, says Grumpy. Now, skippers used white mussel as bait and caught it on a light rod in the early mornings. The fish won him a cool 20,000 Namibian dollars. The second biggest galjoen was caught by none other than Kali Nyal, weighing in at a respectable 1.760 kg. He took home 10,000 Namibian dollars. The third place went to Tabiru, France, with his galjoen weighing in at 1.655 kg and earning him 2,500 Namibian dollars. Well done to the winners. It seems that most fish were caught further north from mile 68 and then past Cape Cross. Closer to Swakopmund, there were some galjoen caught, but rather small specimens. During the week, especially on Friday, the conditions were perfect for steamras, and this is what Gideon de Waal was targeting. He fished just to the left of Canopy towards Makatus. He used his 10-foot rod and landed a 9.9 kg steamras. The fight took him almost half an hour. Great fish, and he used white mussel as bait. The Gas Colner anglers also participated. They practiced their shark fishing skills on Sunday, and Clint Barnett got stuck into a nice spotty. All the sharks get released after a quick photo. The shark anglers mostly use mullet, mackerel and horse mackerel, must bunker as bait. Now here's a tip. Fresh horse mackerel is actually a very good cop bait, especially for the bigger fish. Fillet the horse mackerel and then cut the skin off, as it is covered with spines. This makes the bait much softer for better hook sets. It also releases tiny pieces of flesh and so attracts the desired cop. This is a good alternate bait to sardines. Hook sizes to be used for cop is usually size 3.0 for the pen size cop and right up to the 7.0 for the bigger fish. The weekend's condition seems to be fine, with some swell expected from today up to Sunday, but nothing hectic, so the galjoen should be readily biting. And that concludes our fishing report for today. You can go check out the tides for the week on our website www.erongo.com.na.
And now for your weather. Sunset at the coast will be at 30 minutes past 6 on Wednesday, and sunrise will be at 43 minutes past 7 on Thursday. Henties Bay will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 21 on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius. A 15 knot south-southwesterly wind will prevail. Swakopmund will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 20 on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 11 and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius. A 13 knot south-southwesterly wind will prevail. Henties Bay will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 19 on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius. A 15 knot south wind will prevail. Arandas will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 30 on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius. A 13 knot north wind will prevail. Usakos will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 30 on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 9 and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. A 9 knot east wind will prevail. Karibab will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 28 on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. A 11 knot northeast wind will prevail. Omaruru will have a maximum degrees Celsius of 28 on Wednesday, and for Thursday a minimum of 7 and a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. A 7 knot east wind will prevail. And that concludes your weather.
Platz Meer is a landmark on the coastline of Namibia, a home to quality shops and quality restaurants, a select variety of fashion and food retailers, as well as banks, not to mention the pier with 36 luxury apartments and entertainment for the whole family. Find us at corner of Tabaret and Albatross Street, Vineta North, Swakopmund. Call us on 064 462 242. Visit platzamir.com.na or at Platz Meer on Facebook. Platz Meer, enhancing your coastal experience.
Kykers, ons het aan die einde van vandag se program gekom. Sluit gerus daagliks om 2 uur op ons DStv kanaal 285 of Go TV kanaal 94 by ons aan, of geniet 'n verskeidenheid van programme op ons NMH aanlyn TV kanaal oneup2.com. Julle kan ook toegang tot meer nuus en ander stories kry op ons webwerf www.erongo.com.na of volg ons op Facebook. Vir jou advertensiebehoeftes, kontak ons by erongotalk@synergy.com.na of stuur vir ons 'n Telegram of WhatsApp na 0817000040. Ek herhaal die nommer vir julle, dit is 0817000040. Onthou ook om jou kopie van die Erongo in Môre se Republikein, die Namibian Sun of die Algemene Zeitung te kry. Maar vereers is dit dan cheerio.